Hey guys, and welcome to LoudsCast with TGN.TV. In this video guys, I am in a pickup group in the lost city of Tolvia, and basically guys, this is going to be another DPS rundown on my shaman, and I'm also going to announce what this series is going to be called. So here we are, we're just on some trash mobs now guys, clearing these out. Remember to always do your flame shock and fired over when there's more than one mob. And when your maelstrom procs, you also want to be doing a bit of the chain lightning. It just gives you a bit of AoE. You haven't got much as an enhancement shaman, but that tends to make up the numbers. So the name of the series, guys, came in from Holler for Haters, and it is going to be Enhancing My Shaman Play. Yes, indeed, folks. I looked through a lot of the comments, and I thought that was the best sort of name that I could sort of give the series, so I'm going to roll with that. You guys may have noticed already that I have actually completely changed my rotation that I was using for my enhancement shaman. Again guys, I do a lot of work on the training dummy, try to figure out what's the sort of best sort of stuff to do. I've read a few comments, and basically what I'm rolling with at the moment guys is that I pop my totems down, then I go for a lava lash straight away, because that is your biggest hitter I've noticed on the recount. So I'm going for a lava lash, then we flame shock right away, unleash elements, and as someone rightly pointed out in the comments, when you unleash elements you don't lose the buff upon your weapon. I wasn't aware of that was actually using a macro, but hey ho, it's a lot better. We then storm strike, and then you should have a proc of your maelstrom weapons, so you can lightning bolt, or if there's more than one mob there, you want to go for a chain lightning. And then we earth shock. Remember guys, if there is more than one mob, you want to be using your fire nova as well. So here we are guys, we were on the second boss. Fraps decided not to record for the first boss, so you're joining me on this run part way through it seems. As ever guys, recount is in the bottom right corner, so you can track my DPS throughout this heroic dungeon. And I think it was hitting about 17k there, which was pretty nice, pretty good going. So here we go on the second part of this boss now. When he comes down, remember guys that as melee he's going to do the whirlwind, which you want to sort of get the hell out of the way of. So we're just nuking this boss down now. How's my DPS doing? It's going to be affected on this fight because I have to pull back and go back into combat, so to speak. So with this rotation I'm running guys, basically you get a lot more of a sort of consistent DPS. You may have noticed that in my last video we had those huge sort of damage spikes where we were going sort of 7.5k, and then we were going 11k, then back down to 7.5k. This is a lot more of a consistent sort of way to get, I'd say around, on average, about 12k DPS, 11k, 12k DPS. I am running now in 350 item level gear, as opposed to last time when I was running in 348, and tonight guys I am due to do my first raid on my enhancement shaman, and I will definitely bring you guys coverage of that. I believe we're going to Blackwing Descent, and I am part of the alt group in the guild that I roll with, which is Prophecy of Hellscream on Draenor. So I'm really looking forward to that. See how it goes, see how many bosses we can down, and again guys I will do the sort of DPS and see what sort of numbers we're going to be rolling at in a raid, which is going to be really good sort of practice and a really good way for me to sort of check how I am doing in regards to that and in regards to other people. So again guys, here we're doing 12.7, 12.6k, which is pretty nice. Top of the table there, that's always good. Yeah, we did have a mage with us previously, but he had to go and we replaced him with a Retribution Paladin, who isn't doing so well. But whatever the case, it's a pickup group. Not everyone can be doing all that awesome at the end of the day. You might be an alt or something. So we're coming up to the third boss now in this heroic. The one mistake I was making throughout this video, guys, I'm quite happy to admit this, is the fact that I wasn't using my feral spirits as best I could. When you are an enhancement shaman at level 85 or whatever, as soon as you get feral spirits on your talent tree, you want to be popping it whenever it's off cooldown. It just gives you a nice DPS burst. That was a mistake on my part, which I'm free to admit that I wasn't sort of using it there. In regards to PvP, guys, I did kind of say I was sort of wondering about enhancement PvP or resto PvP. Now we've actually got a guy who's posting on the TGN Idol channel quite a bit. called Element, who runs a Resto Shaman for PvP arenas. So I don't want to sort of piss on his parade or anything like that, because he's going to be coming up on TGN WoW fairly soon, I think. So I'm going to go Enhancement PvP for my PvP off spec. So I'll be getting the gear. I'm going to run some random battlegrounds, and I'll be recording that. And of course, the footage will be going up on TGN WoW of my first sort of battleground I've done on a shaman since Burning Crusade. Yeah, I just gave up with PvP on my shaman in Wrath completely, and now I've got back into it on my warrior quite a bit, and I'm looking forward to getting onto it on my shaman. So here we go, guys, on the third boss here. Trying to get this guy down. Again, guys, this video is not meant as a guide because there are tons of guides for the heroic dungeons out there. This is meant for me to show the sort of DPS I'm doing. Any tips that you guys can sort of give, always welcome and that sort of thing. And just to see how I'm doing in comparison to other players when I've got to duck and weave, avoid the fire, all that sort of good stuff. So I'm wrestling with this rogue at the minute on the DPS chart, you may have noticed. We're both sort of doing about the same level of damage. We keep tweaking up and down. One of the major problems, guys, is that if you're in a fight as melee with a fight that the tank has to sort of kite or move around, and you've got to move around, you're gonna lose a bit of damage because you have to move. I can imagine it's a similar thing for ranged as well. So you are going to see DPS bumping up, bumping down occasionally. But like I said, guys, the rotation I'm running with now is a hell of a lot more consistent. I really do like it, prefer it, and it works a lot better. Someone said to me in my last video, and this comment was, "Why have you got your wind shear on number 9?" I roll with a Razer Naga mouse, guys, and for me to have an interrupt on the number 9 button on that is really easy for me to sort of press. I can use it all the time. Same with Purge on 10, so that's why I've got that sort of set up there. For my actual rotation, which I use, 1 through 7, 1 through 8 is fine. You know, I have my sort of cooldowns and that sort of thing on my Alt 1, Alt 2, Alt 3, Alt 4, because that's really easy because my middle mouse button is set to Alt. So I hope that's clarified that as to why my wind shear is on number 9. I'm not using the keyboard for my hotkeys and keybinds. I'm using a Razer Naga mouse. Okay, so we're on to the last boss here. Let's see what sort of numbers we can crunch out. There we go. Fire Elemental totem down. Wolves popped. Blasting away. Here we go. I think Bloodlust was on cooldown, so I couldn't use it for this fight because we used it on the last boss. Here we go, hitting 13k. I think it got up to 14k DPS on this boss, which was awesome. You can tell the difference because he's just stood there and I'm getting to just wail on him completely. There we go, 14k DPS on the last boss, which is pretty good going, guys. Okay, if you guys have any sort of questions you want to ask me or anything like that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link to my personal channel in the top right hand corner of this video, and it will be in the description below. So you can go on there and you can send me a quick sort of message. Thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Post your comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.